Welcome back to House of MMA. Today's episode is loaded. Ilia Topuria just went savage on Paddy Pimblett with a brutal call-out that's got fans buzzing. Michael Bisping is taking aim at Jon Jones, calling him scared of Tom Aspinall. Meanwhile, Pereira shuts down rumors of an Aspinall showdown, and Khabib shows respect to a retiring legend. Plus, we've got UFC fight updates from Shanghai to Baku. And one fighter just scored a $100,000 bonus. Let's get into it. Pereira has officially responded to the buzz about a possible fight with Tom Aspinall, and he's not interested. After Chael Sonnen stirred the pot by claiming the UFC was working on the matchup, fans went wild, but in a new interview with the Schmo, Pereira made it clear he's focused on getting a rematch with Magomed Ankalaev, targeting an October return. Pereira still sees himself as the champ and says many fans feel the same, though the reality is Ankalaev controlled most of their first fight. Despite stuffing the takedowns, Pereira was outpointed, pressured, and largely on the defensive. Pereira admitted, "I'm healing up in Brazil right now, spending time with family. We're talking with the UFC, probably October. Not sure where, but it'll be a big show. I'm focused on my division. I want that belt back." When asked about the Jones versus Aspinall situation, Pereira was blunt. "I don't know what's going on with them. My focus is on my weight class. But when I get that rematch, I see myself winning. I've made the adjustments. I'm hungry." Ilia Topuria just lit into Paddy Pimblett during a fiery interview with Shock MMA, dropping threats and calling him a blonde bad. With UFC 317 fast approaching, where Topuria is scheduled to face Charles Oliveira, the former featherweight champ was asked who he'd like to fight next, Paddy or Gaethje. Without skipping a beat, Ilia made it clear he wants Paddy. In fact, he hopes Paddy fights Justin Gaethje first, just to build more hype before they eventually collide. According to Topuria, a clash between him and Pimblett would be one of the biggest fights the UFC has ever seen, and honestly, it's hard to argue that, considering their long-standing beef. This rivalry has been boiling for years, spilling into personal territory more than once. But things got weird recently when the two were seen fist-bumping and smiling at a UFC weigh-in. The friendly exchange left fans scratching their heads. Was the animosity fake? Some even felt betrayed by the sudden show of respect. Still, regardless of whether there's bad blood or not, the storyline, the contrasting fighting styles, and the history between them make this potential matchup electric. Topuria added, "If Paddy beats Justin, then why not? That's the fight people want. I hope he wins so I can finally shut his mouth. When we're locked inside that cage, I'm going to smash him. I'm going to break that blonde clown." Michael Bisping did not hold back when reacting to Jon Jones' sudden retirement. The former middleweight champ outright called Jones a punk, accusing him of ducking Tom Aspinall. Bisping said if Jones had walked away right after beating Stipe Miocic, no one would have blamed him. It would have been a clean, classy exit. But instead, Jon stayed silent for months, fueling speculation about a fight with Aspinall, and then suddenly retired. That timing? According to Bisping, it's not a coincidence. To make things messier, reports of a hit-and-run incident involving Jones surfaced the same day he announced his retirement. Many now believe that legal trouble might have influenced his decision, or maybe it was the fear of facing a younger, more dangerous Aspinall. Bisping didn't hold back. He strung the fans and the heavyweight division along. If he walked away after Stipe, he could have come back later like GSP, but dragging it out just to dodge a threat? That hurts his legacy. He'll always be remembered as the champ who was scared of the top contenders.
The guy is living his best life. He's had a fantastic career, we all know. We know Jon's a religious man, so I want to say God bless him moving forward in what he does with his life and his career. And we move on. We move on. I'm the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I'm ready to take on all comers, get this division moving again. Us guys have been waiting around too long. The contenders are getting sick of it. Everybody's getting sick of it. Even the fans are getting sick of this stuff. So Jon's retired, and it's time that we move on.
While the MMA world roasts Jon Jones for ducking Aspinall, Khabib Nurmagomedov took a more respectful route. In a classy Instagram post, Khabib congratulated Jones, writing, "Even though we were not friends, you're the greatest to ever do it in the UFC. You've inspired millions. You have nothing more to prove." Dana White, meanwhile, claimed the UFC offered Jones exactly what he asked for, and yet Jones still pulled the plug on the fight. That's only added fuel to the fire, with fans accusing Jones of dodging the new wave of talent. Still, Dana defended Jones, saying he's never ducked anyone, aside from Chael Sonnen many years ago. Whether fans buy that or not, it looks like Jones is done, and the heavyweight division is moving forward without him. Tom Aspinall is expected to make his first title defense against Cyril Gane, a stylistic chess match between Aspinall's explosive wrestling and striking, and Gane's elite footwork and technical precision.
Is John Jones retired? Is he fighting again?
I don't want to say that I'm retired, because fighting's in my blood. Right now, I could really care less about fighting. I've been doing it my whole life at a very high level. When the itch comes back, and if it comes back, then I'll do it with my whole heart. I'll do it to the best of my abilities.
Let's dive into some of the latest happenings in the world of UFC. The UFC's upcoming event on August 23rd in Shanghai, China just added a flyweight matchup. Sumu Derji is set to face Kevin Borjas. Sumu Derji is riding high after a narrow split decision win over Mitch Raposo back in April. That victory helped him bounce back from a unanimous decision loss to Charles Johnson last October. As for Borjas, he recently broke a 2-fight skid with a convincing unanimous decision win over Ronaldo Rodriguez in March. Meanwhile, over at UFC Baku, Oban Elliott had a rough night. The Welsh standout saw his impressive 8-fight winning streak snapped after dropping a unanimous decision to Sol Gyongko. Following the defeat, Elliott posted a video with a heartfelt message. "Man, I gave it everything. I felt ready, more than ever, but tonight I got beat. Plain and simple. I did my best, but it wasn't enough. It stings, but I'll take it like a man, 100%. Fans will definitely be watching to see how he rebounds in his next appearance." Also at UFC Baku, one of the most electrifying moments came from the clash between Nazim Sadikov and Nicolas Mata. In an absolute barn burner, Sadikov secured a TKO in the second round. Both fighters were rewarded for their efforts, each earning a $100,000 fight of the night bonus. Sadikov couldn't hide his excitement when the call came in. "No way, I just got a $100,000 bonus from the UFC. Open the door, open the door. Police, I just hit 100K. Congrats to both Sadikov and Mata for cashing in after an incredible performance.
Charles Oliveira has been dropped by just about everybody that he's fought. What happens when you go up against a dude that's knocking people out, not TKOing people, knocking people out cold like Ilia Topuria? Ilia Topuria goes high-low. He can go to the body. He can go up top. We saw him one time at 155 pounds where he did get hurt, but the matador in him, he came back and he ended up knocking him out. Charles Oliveira is the bigger fighter, taking down Michael Chandler, taking down Justin Gaethje with those beautiful double legs. Charles Oliveira is the guy that has to make those adjustments. If not, it's going to be the double champ. It's going to be Ilia Topuria securing himself as a 2-division world champion.
That's all for today's roundup from the world of MMA. Who do you want to see Topuria face next? Paddy or Gaethje? And do you think John Jones really retired? Or just avoided Aspinall? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to House of MMA for daily fight talk. Until next time, stay sharp, fight fans.